From the last game, we know that if you're in the game at the end of the third quarter, who knows what can happen. So,
well, we saw in the Upper Marion game, of course, one the Eagles would have liked to forget. However, who knows? Norristown gets by tonight. They may meet Upper Marion again and get sweet revenge. I'm sure they would like nothing better than to play Upper Marion. But first things first, they've got to get this game under their belt tonight.
These guys have come to play.
Green, Allen, Cresswell, Anderson, and Perry for Norristown. Work it around against the zone, into the corner. Allen stops, pops. Off the rim, no good. The official has it, Norristown ball.
Mark, it looks like Tunkhannock has decided to let Norristown shoot over their zone.
There's a guy right there that can shoot over it. And there's one also, John Cresswell with his third three-pointer of the game.
I tell you, when he gets his feet set, Mark, he's tough. Real tough.
In the middle, pressured by Green. Tries to reach around. Back to Lipinski. The ball taken away by Allen. Quickly up the court, in the middle of the break. Look away.
Oh, baby. There's Harry Allen, like we mentioned, Mark. He's really upped his play since the playoffs started. Beautiful pass.
O'Malley, long pass ahead. Again, stolen away by the Eagles. Green at the point now. Cuts through. Open is Cresswell. Brock looking for it. I know he wants to get one off. But instead lobs it into Anderson. And Allen comes away with it. Little shake and bake there. Ooh, has Anderson in the post, but elects to shoot it. And Willie Anderson called, fouling the Tigers center. Check that. That's their substitute Mike Wallow in the game, getting fouled. Although not in the bonus, we'll take it out of bounds. Ahead to Lipinski. Got a 2-on-1. So there's an instance where they beat the front line of the press, had a 2-on-1, took it to the basket, drew the foul.
Mark, we mentioned how we thought Harry Allen, the attitude has changed. He seems to be having some problem right now with the few calls that the referee is making, and he's sort of taking himself out of the ball game.
And Harry Allen will take a rest. Entering the game for the Eagles is Mark Palumbo, sophomore for the Eagles. Has seen some time early in the season, however, of late, has not been in the game very often, though. Has a world of talent, but needs to keep it under control. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, he's shown he can handle the ball early in the season, but this is a big spot for a sophomore. I hope he can handle the pressure.
Jeff Flood draws the Tigers within 5.
Marcus, you know, sometimes it happens. Derek Perry seems to be lost in the crowd. He hasn't touched the ball, you know, lately, so Norristown needs to get him involved in the offense.
Green goes hard baseline. Knocks O'Malley over, no call. Palumbo takes a shot, it won't go. And Green comes away with the rebound.
He went up high for that rebound.
Perry takes an extra step.
You know, with a Harry Allen out of the game, Norristown loses some of their composure. They don't have a guy who takes over. Harry often, you know, takes over the offense and calms Norristown down, and he's not in there right now.
Tunkhannock again has a 2-on-1. Jeff Flood pops, and is blocked by Derek Perry. That's Bob Brown reigning the three-pointer, drawing within 2, 20-18. Tunkhannock staying in their 1-2-2 zone defense. Green runs baseline. Looks, has Anderson on the base, doesn't give it, skip pass to Cresswell. There's Rashid.
Here he is. Instant offense for Norristown.
I'm not sure whether the Tigers have scouted Norristown at all, but they certainly can't give Rashid the jumper. That's a strong move to the basket.
Really
by
strong
Will
move,
Anderson.
really
He
strong
took it
move.
tough.
The pressure still seeming to affect Tunkhannock, but they are not shy about shooting the ball. They don't come down and pull up too much. They come down and shoot the jumper. It's a big shot for Willie Anderson, Mark. He's been struggling from the line of late too, and that's a big shot for him to make his first foul
as
shot.
have all the Eagles. It's a good sign when Norristown makes any foul shot at this point. I guess, Joe, it's just a matter of concentration from the foul line. I'm sure that these guys shoot fouls every day in practice. O'Malley, cross court, bad pass again, and that's 3 turnovers in a row for Tunkhannock. Again, now the pressure's starting to get to them a little bit. Either it's fatigue or maybe Norristown stepped up the pressure.
Mark, how would you like if somebody was in your face for a whole basketball game? That's what Norristown does to you.
Won't fall for Green, and Tunkhannock comes away. They want to run. E.J. O'Malley pressured and turns it over.
Like we mentioned earlier, Mark, if you get turnovers from a team, it does no good if you can't get something out of that turnover. Norristown in the last game didn't capitalize on Upper Marion turnover, and they're not doing a real good job tonight either.
In the corner, Palumbo, back to Green. Derek Perry cuts in the middle. Again, Tunkhannock with another chance.
Oh!
Way above the rim. Rashid Green quickly down the court. Palumbo. And that's what we talked about. He has some ability.
He has some ability, Mark.
And he comes up with a nice steal.
Here's Norristown's pressure, Mark.
The Tigers need a timeout. Almost another steal by Cresswell. The Tigers look out of sync. E.J. O'Malley short on the jumper. Follow won't go. And finally, Mr. Kinney breaks Norristown's streak.
Norristown was outmanned on that rebound, Mark. Some of their players ran down court after the shot, and they were outmanned on the boards. They paid for it.
Don't let it hit the wall.
8-point lead for the Eagles. In the middle to Perry. Green's shot comes away hard, but Perry with the follow. And after several tips, again, the Tigers come away, triple team. And now they break out against the pressure. Lipinski in the middle, double team. Jeff Flood in the middle. Another turnover for Tunkhannock. Two minutes, 49 seconds left until halftime. Norristown up 28-20. Palumbo cuts through, back outside to Cresswell. Green open, short. Norristown pressuring every rebound now, Joe. Even when Tunkhannock comes away with a rebound, they're still not out of the woods. Bob Brown with the jumper.
But you know, Norristown has forgotten about Derek Perry, Mark. Those shots are good when they go in, but they're bad shots when they don't go in because they're so far away from the basket.
The Tigers hanging tough by 5, down by 5. 2 minutes left in the half. Looking in, Anderson open in the post, not there. Green takes a lane.
Oh, baby.
And lays it in. Bob Brown over to O'Malley. Back outside to O'Malley, in and out. Quickly up ahead, Green with the left. Kenny fouled, and it's good.
I guess we can say that Tunkhannock is resigned to play this up-tempo type of game. They don't seem to be backing off at all, and so I guess we'll have a fast-paced game for the whole entire 32 minutes.
Well, it's funny. I'm not sure as I've watched Norristown this year that they give you much choice. They gamble so darn much in the front court that you've got openings in the back court that you've got openings in the front court. You see the basket there, you've got to go for it.
I guess when you have 3-on-1 every other time, I guess you have to go to the basket.
I've seen the Tigers when they started this game wanted to come out, walk it up, play a half-court game, but as we've seen, a lot of teams this year have gotten lulled into up and down the court. And here we go. They look like they have a break again and cannot handle the ball. It just doesn't appear that they can play at that speed.
Well, you know, that's what Norristown counts on a lot. You know, teams have to make split-second decisions because they're going so fast, and hopefully for Norristown, they want teams to make errors in judgment.
Sure, Norristown didn't even have to play defense that last time. Got a turnover. Again, picking from behind. Tunkhannock comes away, and finally comes clear. Look, we've got triple team out of. Now, you'd think someone's open, Joe. You got 1-on-3 out in the front, but they have no room to see.
That was good defensive pressure, though. They engulfed him. He couldn't see anything.
Brown with the ball out front. Anderson guarding O'Malley, and the pressure again causes Tunkhannock to turn it over.
See, with all the helter-skelter going on in the game, all the turnovers, Tunkhannock is still only 6 points out of the game.
Well, we got 10 seconds left in the half. Norristown will hold for one, and I think I know who's going to take it.
Oh! Rock Green!
Good if it goes, and it doesn't. Beautiful shot to end the half by Norristown's Rashid Green. That's the end of the first half. What started off as a slow first half picked up the pace, and the Eagles come away with an 8-point lead, 34-26.